Hello, geometry students. I am bringing you your final geometry lesson. We're going to look at how to find the volume of a sphere. Okay, this one's a little bit more challenging than some of the others. I'm doing things a little bit differently this week. What my plan is to send home an assessment to the parents of all the students. Now, this assessment is nothing more than a worksheet. It's the same worksheet that I've been sending home through the Google Classroom, and I am providing this to your parents so that they can test you or assess you and see what you know and what you don't know. For the 5 or so students that have been keeping up with me in the class, you will not have a problem with this. Okay, the numbers are easy. It's more about, do you know the formulas or not? If you have not been doing this class with me, if you left on the day that they quarantined us and you have not been back, this is going to be a problem for you. And what I need is for the parents to understand where you're at. And so if you get an A on this test, which the 5 who've been doing their work should, you really should. If you get an A, you're done. You need to turn that in to your mentor teacher. That will be my recommendation for your grade for the geometry portion of this class, or the review portion, the part that I'm in charge of, okay? Mike will have his own input. But for me, if you ace this test, you get an A. Done. If you got a B or below, what I need you to do is to find the area that you're weak in, the area you need more work in, and I need you to go back to the Google Classroom, find the videos, and rewatch them and redo the work in that area. And then we need to come back and reassess you in that one spot or 2 spots, wherever you had a hard time with. Okay? Then once your test is corrected and you have demonstrated the skills, we can give you the appropriate grade, which in my opinion, if you do all that work, should be an A. If you don't do the corrections, and my recommendation will be less favorable. If you have abandoned the class and you look at this assessment and there is just no way that you are going to be able to do this, what you need to do, you still are not done. You need to go back into the Google Classroom, and one thing at a time, you need to figure out how to do it. You need to go back to Pythagorean theorem and then progress through all of this, finding the area of different solids and finding the volume, okay? And once you've done that, then you're going to be ready to take the assessment and get your grade, okay? This is going to give parents a really good idea of where each student is at and being able to help them. All the tools have been organized in the Google Classroom. I've moved them. So now if you go into the classwork tab, you go to the bottom and there's a geometry section, and I've changed the date, the way that it's organized. I had it by date, and now I've put the subject material. So if you're having trouble with finding the area of a triangle, you go to the videos and the classwork that's labeled area of triangles. I don't even know if I have an area of triangles, I think, but finding the area of a parallelogram. That was a very good video that I spent a lot of time. I made a slideshow and I narrated it and I put that out there. And that's something that you can go back to and find and then do the work that's related, and then you'll be able to take the test on that skill, okay? So, long story short, take the assessment, find out where you are, fill in your holes, and be done with this class, okay? Good luck, and I look forward to working with you again in the future, maybe in math, and have a good summer.